didn't like my father.
Thank you.
He was poor and unsuccessful, despite working harder than all my friends' fathers. I didn't think he was very smart.
Hey, it's not for you.
I've never seen him as an inspiration.
Hey, what?
We are late for school.
Oh, yeah, school. Sorry, here's your pocket money. Here's a bit of extra. Time to pay your taxes. From you? It's from me.
Why are we not rich?
Who says we are not rich? Being rich is not about how much you have, but how much you give. And somehow, when you give, you'll be happier.
I wasn't happy. I didn't want to be poor like my father when I grow up. I knew I wanted to be more successful than my father.
Call me when you need more money. Are you coming back for reunion dinner this year?
No, I'm not coming home this year. Yeah, new job here. Maybe after New Year, we'll see. Yeah, I'm really busy now. Okay, bye.
Thank you for coming, Mr. Lim.
I found this letter saying that I've been donating money to the community chest. There must be a mistake.
I'll explain later. There's someone who would like to meet you. Come with me.
Thank you for coming, Mr. Lim. Well, your father has told us a lot about you. Your father, he always makes us forget about our problems and reminds us about our dreams and hopes. But the kids here, they all miss him, and he's the only one who can bring a smile on their faces. And I remember there's this boy. He was really depressed and he didn't go to school. Basically, he's given up on life. But your father, he read to this boy regularly. This boy has now grown up to be a really useful person. Your father could have retired comfortably, but he chose to continue working so he can help even more people. He was a selfless man. It's just that he didn't tell anyone about his sickness.
Mr. Lim, I've been trying to reach you. This is for you, in recognition of your donations.
Yes, my name. But I didn't donate.
It's your dad. He didn't want you to know.
from you. It's from me.
On my father's birthday, I will celebrate his life as he would have wanted it. I could almost hear him say,
Being rich is not about how much you have,
but about how much you can give.
Hey there, teachers. Charles Best here, founder of DonorsChoose.org.
And hi, I'm Monica Long, SVP of Marketing at Ripple.
Monica has some news to share that is bigger than anything we have ever announced before. I cannot wait for you to hear it, but you may not have heard of Ripple before. So Monica, what is Ripple?
It's a great question. You may have heard of blockchain and cryptocurrencies like XRP. Well, at Ripple, we're using these technologies to make international payments faster, lower cost, and more reliable. And what that means at the end of the day is we're about connecting people globally so that payments are more inclusive and accessible. That's something that resonated with us with DonorsChoose.org and the work you're doing to make education more inclusive and accessible.
Now, I want to give you quick context on what you're about to hear. Right now, there are 35,000 classroom project requests live on our site. And Ripple is going to do something for those projects, those teachers, those students that has never happened before. Okay, without further ado, Monica, what is Ripple going to do?
Well, we at Ripple, we all have teachers to thank for giving us the education and opportunities that have helped us to get where we are today in our careers. And we want to pay that forward so that more teachers are able to give those types of opportunities to kids across America. So what Ripple's going to do, we're giving teachers and students across America their best school day, which means that Ripple has donated $29 million to DonorsChoose.org to fund every single classroom project that Charles just talked about.
Okay, let that sink in. This is when confetti should come falling from the ceilings and cannons should fire and cheers should erupt. You may be cheering right now as you watch this. Ripple wanted to give you the news straight, but I want to underscore the significance of what you have just heard. Ripple is funding all 35,000 classroom project requests on our site. The teachers behind these projects work with more than 1 million students who are now going to get materials and experiences that they need to learn. I do not believe there has ever been a day when this many classroom dreams came true. And on behalf of all those teachers and students, thank you. And now we're passing the baton back to you, teachers, to celebrate on social media. The hashtag is Best School Day. Tell us what Ripple's donation will do for your classroom, for classrooms across the country. Tell us just what you're feeling. What I'm feeling right now is that Ripple's gift is going to inspire us to work even harder to ensure that in every classroom, every day is a best school day. Let's do it together. Monica, final word?
Just a huge thank you to you guys at Donors Choose and to all you teachers out there. Your hard work is so important and inspiring to us, so thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Happy Best School Day.
Happy Best School Day.
I have just been told that a friend of mine is backstage and is here to talk to me. So whoever you are, please come out and talk to me.
What's been going on with you?
Well, nothing. You know, I'm getting ready to go on vacation and stuff.
Cool.
Yeah.
What are you doing for vacation?
I'm going to Africa to start building campus. Yep. Gonna look at where I'm gonna build my campus to save the mountain
gonna miss
gorillas.
you on
I'm
the
gonna miss you.
weekends.
I know, we see each other on the
I know.
weekends. We're neighbors.
Last time I had a metal detector and a kid strapped to my back
Yes.
looking for treasure.
What, let's go to break. We have 40 seconds left because I don't know what else to ask him. And he'll tell me after this.
Maybe after this.
All right, I don't know what we're drawing
I'll
out.
tell you after this.
This better be good. All right, we're back with the very mysterious Ashton Kutcher, and now all of a sudden a chair came out, and he said he doesn't know what's going on. So are we both getting surprised by something?
I don't know. Except for, well, maybe I know something.
Okay, what? What do you know?
Okay, so, you know I have this like tech investment fund with Guy Osiri, right?
Yes.
It's called Sound Ventures, and we invest in high-tech companies, right?
Right.
So, Guy's here. That's who the chair's for. So maybe Guy should come out.
Guy, come on out.
Guy, is Guy here?
Just for those of you who don't know, Guy is a very close friend of mine who just happens to manage Madonna and U2 and Amy Schumer and everybody in the world. And cool guy, great guy, smart guy, and they're business partners.
So he's got a side gig working with me.
Yes, yes.
Right? And so we do this thing called Sound Ventures. We invest in tech companies. And so we found this very interesting tech company called Ripple that we're going to invest in, right?
Okay, what is Ripple?
So Ripple is basically a platform to allow people to transfer money from bank account to bank account, person to person, really securely, really simply, really quickly, okay? So we found this company, we thought it was really, really interesting, and it runs on this stuff called XRP, which is a cryptocurrency, but basically it's just a way to get value from here to there, okay? So we're meeting with these folks, and they're explaining to us, the people who run it, this guy Chris Larson and a guy named Brad Garlinghouse, and they run it, and they're talking about the ethic of this company and this platform, and how they actually really care about being an ethical company and giving a portion of this platform away to people that are doing good in the world. So it was around the exact same time that I ran into you on the beach, and you told me about this amazing birthday gift that you got from Porsche, and you explained to me that if you weren't doing this, that what you would be working on is that project, right?
Yeah, I would be saving the gorillas, yes.
You would be saving the gorillas, and everybody knows about this thing. So, but you never ask anyone for anything ever. And you said, at some point, I'm gonna need some help with this, and I said, you're asking me for help. You never ask anyone for help, ever. And at the same time, you called him.
It was on your birthday. You called me on your birthday. I was like, wow, she's calling me on her birthday. Is everything okay? And you wanted to share with me this incredible story, the gift of a lifetime that Porsche gave you. And I promised you on that call that I'd be there to help you. And we are brothers, and we're here to help you.
And so we talked to Chris and Brad, and we said, there's this amazing human being. And all they ever do is think about other people they can give to.
Whether it's in New Orleans, whether it's in Montecito, whether it's the people that come here, the people out there, you're always thinking about everyone else. And we wanted to show you that people are thinking about you. So, on behalf of Ripple, we'd like to give you $4 million. Now, usually people come out with the big giant check and do the big giant check thing, but we can actually transfer it into Rwandan francs right now, right here. And all we have to do is push this button and it's in your account. Do you want to push it? You want me to push it?
I would like to push it. I'd like to push it real good.
Bingo.
Oh my God.
We love you.
I love you.
we all love
I love you. I love you.
Have a great vacation.
All right. Oh my God. That was the most amazing thing. Thank you. I love you both so much. You know that. And I love Ripple. Thank you, Ripple, for doing this. And now everybody knows how to. You can just send money easily like that. What a great thing! Thank you so much. I love you both, and I thank Mark Wahlberg and you guys. And have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you, or I'll see you tomorrow. I don't know what day it is.
Have a great vacation.
Yeah. Be kind to one another. Bye.
Okay. Ripple is on a mission to make money more accessible to people all around the world. Today, international payments can be too expensive for folks around the globe that want to make a difference. Ripple is working to change that because Ripple is a company that cares deeply about giving back. Thank you, Ripple.
God bless you, Madonna.
Ripple donates $50 million to 17 universities to boost blockchain and crypto adoption. Okay, Ripple is making the news rounds again, and that happens to be one of their incredible strengths. If you haven't seen this article, haven't read through it, haven't heard about it, then you're not paying attention to Ripple, because they're always in the news and always doing something positive for blockchain and crypto. Let's take a look a little bit and see what's going on. And then I'm going to look a little deeper into what these courses are and what they're doing here and why are these schools being picked. Cryptocurrency startup Ripple, the blockchain-based payment network, is donating $50 million to 17 universities. They announced a partnership called the University Blockchain Research Initiative on its website. And you can see this. The donations will be made in US dollars, not cryptocurrency. Well, that doesn't really mean a lot because most of these colleges wouldn't have the first notion of how to deal with the cryptocurrency. Makes sense. We're excited to announce the University Blockchain Research Initiative, a collab with top universities around the world to support and accelerate academic research, technical development, and innovation of blockchain, crypto, and digital payments. Interesting. We're going to go through this list, and I'm going to give you a little bit of research in just a second, and then we're going to dig deeper. Interest in blockchain spikes. If you've been watching this channel at all, first off, thank you so much for the support. Smash that like button if you want deeper versions of these articles and headlines that are out there. We're going to talk about it here. You can guarantee that that's going to happen. I got a doozy coming up for you about Ripple, and I got to tell you, they get in the news sometimes, and I wonder. So I started digging a little bit. Well, I won't tell you just right now because quite honestly, it's really confusing, but I'll show you what I found. All right. From new use cases to new businesses to use cases such as making cross-border payments faster, lower cost, and more transparent, to use cases of blockchain for good, students and faculty globally are emerging as major contributors to the creation of a more robust and valuable blockchain and payments ecosystem. Let's be clear about Ripple for just a second here. If you ask one of the founders from Ripple and you say, what is it that Ripple really does? What are you trying to do? They will talk about directly this statement right here, making cross-border payments faster at a lower cost and more transparent. They know exactly what they want to do. They're focusing on the ball, and that is a strength for any company. Ripple knows exactly what they're going after. They're not trying to be something else. They don't pretend to be something else, at least when you interview them. Certainly a lot of people might take Ripple and run with it, or they might take XRP and run with it. But ultimately, in the interviews, they know exactly what they're talking about, and they're not trying to pretend they're something else. Ultimately, they believe that there will be one major source for this. Maybe some specialty different coins, which they'll at least allude to a little bit. But ultimately, they think they're the one. Okay, these are some of the universities. We're just going to go over a couple. Princeton University, MIT, University of Penn, Wharton School. Okay, before we go through the whole list, many of them are outside of the United States. Not most, I shouldn't say that. Many of them are outside of the United States. Interestingly enough, though, the top few schools, Princeton, MIT, Wharton Business School, we're talking about schools that have incredibly large amounts of money sitting in funds that have been donated to these schools. It's mind-blowing the billions of dollars that they have. And yet they continue to bring in funds. And people that have done the research, and I can actually pull up some of that research, you can do it on your own. They've looked into where the best ROI is of donating funds to school. And typically, almost across the board, 95% of people will donate, especially the people that have big money, will donate to the top tier schools, thinking that they will get the best bang for their buck and that will help the world the most evolve forward. At least that's what they tell you. But research shows radically different than that. And yet, the money pours in. My theory? Because it's best for PR. And there's a lot of companies that do this. Not calling out Ripple on that. I don't know about all the other universities. I'm simply saying that's traditional and people think it's okay and it's the best way to go. But that's not what research proves. Okay, let's go down the list here. Get a little deeper into this course in just a second, or some of the courses, just so you can see. It's interesting that it happens to be with Ripple, because to me, there's a lot of watering down of the entire ecosystem that's occurring, not just because of Ripple, just in general. Ripple is showing the world how confident it is in the future of blockchain by putting its money where its mouth is. The company invested $25 million of its XRP crypto into Blockchain Capital Parallel, a $150 million fund that invests in blockchain ventures. It's also recently been on TV. A couple weeks ago, we talked about this in another video where they partnered with actor Ashton Kutcher to give $4 million in XRP to the Ellen DeGeneres Wildlife Fund. Meanwhile, blockchain continues to generate headlines. We all know about the different stories that are out there. And of course, if you're watching this channel, we go over these. Walmart just recently filed a patent for blockchain-based digital marketplace. Filed a patent doesn't mean they received it, but there are many, many different companies that are trying to do this right now. Moving into the blockchain space makes perfect sense. If they're not already moved into the space publicly, we all know that they're looking at the space. It's just about efficiency for them. Most of them are probably not thinking about cryptocurrencies. They recognize the differences, and if you're not, a long-time subscriber to this channel, one of the reasons I started this channel was because I saw this developing in companies that I consult with. Blockchain has been around for quite a while. Cryptocurrencies not quite the same, obviously, very, very different. But a lot of these companies are just looking to create efficiencies within their company itself. Signet Jewelers, world's largest retailer of diamond jewelry, recently joined a diamond blockchain program developed by the Cartel De Beers Group. Another good example. Now, this is some of the stories that are going around. Just again, if you keep the differences between public and private blockchain, and there are so radical differences, good and bad, but ultimately, you hear the stories about the Rockefeller family investing in blockchain startups. There's no reason why the Rockefeller family would not invest in blockchain startups. The real story is what kind of control will they attempt to have on the cryptocurrencies themselves? Just saying blockchain startups, well, of course, any investing company, even when you hear about Warren Buffett saying things about it, don't be silly, because ultimately even the companies that he owns in his funds will still be investing in blockchain startups and blockchain company technology. Many of the top business schools in the world, including Wharton and Stanford, have expanded their MBA course offerings to include classes on Bitcoin and blockchain. I'm going to show you that in just a second here. We're going to go a little bit further down the rabbit hole. We're at the point where there's a critical mass to teach this domain. I mentioned this last year that we will get an incredible flood of engineers, of developers, coders, you name it. Doesn't make a difference. If it has anything to do with blockchain, it's absolutely exploding and still to this day expanding very, very quickly. John Jacobs, a former NASDAQ exec who's now the director of Georgetown Business School, said he constantly gets calls from recruiters asking for, we need people to understand how to apply blockchain tech. They need help. So they're excited about it. They want to use it, but they don't even know who to hire and what to do. It's expanding so fast. But let's take a minute and look at some of the courses that are out there. If you do a quick Google search and you do cryptography courses, if you do Bitcoin courses, if you do cryptocurrency courses, you'll see advertisements at the very top, Udemy, but also Get Smarter at MIT. MIT blockchain program, probably a good program. Let's take a look at it, because when I looked at it, it was interesting that it's only 6 weeks. They give you a very short online course to give you a little bit about it, deeper understanding. So I thought, well, let's look a little bit at the course curriculum, because ultimately, what is cryptography and what is this all about? Where did it start? How long ago? Well, here's the course curriculum. Maybe you'll see my point as I go into this. Module 1, an intro to blockchain technology. Okay, well, they don't say anything about cryptography there. Hard to really get into blockchain unless you understand where crypto and cryptography came from, and encryption, where that came from. Maybe they talk about it, maybe they don't. Bitcoin and the curse of the double spending problem. Very valid, definitely important. But double spending issue is further down the line, actually. Maybe they're just trying to keep this really, really short for 6 modules. This is a very quick online course, but ultimately, the double spending problem is so much further down the line. Now, maybe people just want the basics and understanding how cryptocurrency didn't become what it is today without the double spending problem being solved by Satoshi Nakamoto. But ultimately, they still don't philosophically tell you why this is being created in the first place. Costless verification, blockchain tech and the last mile problem. It's about efficiency, really. Bootstrapping network effects through blockchain tech and crypto economic. This is really about token economy and the crypto economy today, which is probably very interesting. Again, not talking about philosophically where this all came from. Using tokens to design new types of digital platforms. This is about use cases and functionality, most likely. And Module 6, the future blockchain tech, artificial intelligence, digital privacy. I wonder how much they really get into it. Well, if nothing else, as you're looking through this, I'm not judging this course and saying it's good or not good. Probably at a high level, probably very interesting for most people. Certainly worthwhile to look at.
John, my friend. Yeah. You're a person, I'm a person. We like people.
Yes, that's right.
And we like people who help people.
That's right, that's right.
And that's why tonight I am really excited, because I have a huge announcement about one of my favorite charities, DonorsChoose.org. It's a website where teachers across America can create projects and list supplies their students need, like paper, pencils, art supplies, books, even furniture. Then good people like you donate to the project of your choice, and every penny goes directly to those students' needs. Except today, because the website was down. No one could donate to any of the projects on DonorsChoose.org, because I'm thrilled to announce that Ripple, creator of the virtual currency XRP, look it up, has funded all 35,000 classroom projects on DonorsChoose.org. It's the largest donation to DonorsChoose in history. $29 million, which in XRP virtual currency is, I have no idea. 1 billion? It's wonderful. Please don't explain blockchain to me. Anyway, thank you, Ripple. Hopefully, your act. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful, yes.
That's right.
Hopefully, Ripple's act of generosity will send waves of inspiration over the pool of human kindness. like some, I don't have the word for it, but just like a sploosh. And if you want to help, go to donorschoose.org and donate. I guarantee there'll be plenty of projects to choose from starting tomorrow.
On my father's birthday, I will celebrate his life as he would have wanted it. I could almost hear him say,
Being rich is not about how much you have,
but about how much you can give.